Did you get stung by that?
By what?
The click.
What click? Is this the click thing again?
You missed the click.
Well, click me.
I can snap my fingers.
So I guess we're alive, huh?
We are live.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Let me introduce myself. Hi, this is Brian White. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 13 of Celebrity Soul Speak with Brian and Rene. Syd Barrett. My wife Rene is a medium, and I've been a radio personality for over 50 years. The other side established communication with us because they wish to stay in touch with this dimension. They know I truly love and respect music and the artists that perform it, and Rene is a huge music fan as well. We started this podcast and have been interviewing celebrities that have passed over. We're giving them a platform, and they have a lot to say, and we're in contact and passing along their thoughts.
In 1965, a band was formed that would change music forever and help define the psychedelic age. Syd Barrett was a founding member of Pink Floyd, along with Roger Waters, Richard Wright, and Nick Mason. Barrett named the band after Pink Anderson and Floyd Council, blues musicians from the USA. A creative genius, Syd was the principal songwriter behind the Floyd's debut in 1967, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. His career was derailed by a drug-fueled psychological collapse, and he left the band in 1968. After attempting a solo career, Syd retired from music and spent his time painting and gardening until his death in 2006 from pancreatic cancer at the age of 60.
Well, I hear Syd Barrett is here. Hey, Syd. Syd says, hi, Brian. We know who you are, and we know what you're doing. I heard what you did with our conversation, and I was very pleased with how you painted my picture. Everybody here is very pleased with what you're doing. You've been honest and haven't pushed for information. That is important. All of us singers and drummers and guitarists are behind you. We like this idea. Tell the story. Tell about who we were. There's more to us than just what we were in the recording studio. There's more to a certain song than just how far up the charts it went. People don't know what happened with us. If you look at the Mac, they had ups and downs like nobody would believe. If you look at me, you look at the Beatles, ups and downs. There was always backing musicians who were just saying, let's play, who cares, let's just play.
Well, we're going to try very hard to give you the voice that you no longer have here, Syd. It's very satisfying to know that you like what we're doing. This is your time to say anything you want. What would you like to talk about? Is there anything you want people to know about you? Let's start at the beginning, your childhood, if that helps. Syd says, yeah, I'll tell you everything. What do I care? It's interesting, but we've always been ready to talk. Nobody wanted to hear before. My childhood wasn't anything worth writing about. Inspiration for his songs just came to him. Being on drugs didn't stop it from coming, and he didn't know what it was like to write without drugs. He didn't have a vision of his life here. Syd says, I wanted to write music, play music, but beyond that, there isn't anything else that I wanted. I know what I didn't want, and that was all the stuff that we had to do. I just wanted to play and leave. I didn't want all the touring and traveling. I guess I didn't really want to be a star. I just wanted to play at the pub and go home.
So what were you trying to wipe out? What was in your mind that made you unhappy? So unhappy you used drugs to try to get rid of it. Syd says, you know, sometimes when you're done, you're done. All the fighting. Everybody's trying to get writing credits. You can't produce what you want to produce. The touring. They want to take all your money. Who cares? It all became this big business, and then everybody was sleeping with everybody else's everybody else. Not just interesting. Life. Just life. Too much. Too complicated. I didn't want to be a normal person. I wanted to live life my way, and I couldn't. I was never going to be able to be the person that I wanted to be. I didn't want the fame. I took acid to take me somewhere else, somewhere that I had control over. I was happy there. Then I was taking too much. As I became more unhappy, under more pressure, I took too much. It didn't kill me, but it took my mind. I was gone. Most of me, anyway. I wasn't Syd Barrett anymore. I had no identity. Syd was dead, but the body was still alive. Just had to wait until the body gave up. And then I was able to come here. Now Richard is here, and we hang out and we jam all the time.
Syd's happy where he is now. He says, oh yes, what's not to be happy about? No pressure, no expectations. It's great here. He also considered coming back here to try again. Syd says, there are some items that I do need to address, things that I wanted to accomplish but didn't. There's no rush to do it. I'll make up my mind when I'm ready. There are no rules and expectations? No, those are human things. We don't live by those here. When you leave that body, you leave all that behind, and your soul doesn't keep track of anything. You just live, pure and simple. No right, no wrong. Just live your way, whatever that is. Nobody bothers anybody else. We all just go our own way. Well, I'm looking forward to being there someday. Syd says, death is the best thing that can happen to the living. Oh, I love that. Sounds like a song. Syd says, help yourself. You're the poet. Write the poem, then turn it into a song. It's not that hard to do. It was unfortunate that I wasn't able to stick around and play with the boys. It would have been interesting to see what direction it took. The music would have been very different for sure. I'm looking forward to playing with them someday when they get here. Richard and I talk about it all the time. I will always be grateful for the people who supported me, loved my music. I talk to many fans that are here already. It's nice to hear how your music touched people. I didn't know that when I was there. I was too wrapped up in my life to even notice the audience. I was in my own world.
Syd, do you have any words of wisdom for mankind? He says, I don't know if I have any words of wisdom for your world right now. Things are certainly very complicated. We appreciate the time you gave us today. I hope that hearing from you will help anyone who is still struggling with your passing. Syd says, I appreciate your interest in my life there. And where you are now is just as important, if not more. I'll tell you what I can. We're very limited as to what we can divulge. Rene, let me know when you finish that song. I'd like to hear it.
You know it. I'll talk with you soon. Take care. Thanks, Syd.
Thanks, Syd. Thanks for joining us. Join Celebrity Souls Speak on Facebook at facebook.com/The Celebrity Souls Speak. And check out Renee's blog at commonsenseinwilmingtonnc.blogspot.com. Sense spelled CENTS.